Hey traders, welcome to the stream. Normal stream time, not power hour for the stock market, but for crypto, less than an hour till the close. Bitcoin's up today, $369, 1.35%. Altcoin mixed bag. Bitcoin dominance is pumping, rallying to its highest point in I think a couple months, and stock market made a nice recovery today. Except for oil. Oil's effed. Wow, holy crap. We'll look at all that stuff. But here it is, 200-day moving average still below it, but looking real good today. I mean, you know, you've jumped across a creek again. Even if 28,800 fails, you'd think that it's going to be tested. Hopefully broken, since we've been in an uptrend since the beginning of the year. And that's it, man, okay? Things are good and fine on Bitcoin. Can't say the same for altcoins at all. Most of them, 99.9% anyway. But there are a couple that are okay. And let's knock out Ethereum, second largest crypto, down today. And frankly, I just don't really care about it till it's above 1728, which it certainly could get there. Just I'll wait until then. And based on the way Bitcoin dominance looks, I would rather own XRP or Bitcoin over Ethereum right now, just technically speaking. Even the Ethereum to Bitcoin pair looks like garbage. XRP to Bitcoin's kind of okay, higher lows. So it's like, again, I have finite money, so if I'm going to speculate in this joke of a space, it'd probably be Bitcoin or XRP right now. Not Ethereum, definitely not BNB. I don't give a crap what BNB does. As we just look at it, and you realize if BNB reverses here to the upside, it has nothing to do with BNB at all. It would be Bitcoin's going to 28.8, fine. But you know, one thing's pretty clear. Bitcoin goes to 28.8 and BNB is up marginally. What's up, Champion Vibe? How you doing, man?
Champion Vibe tip $25.
25. That's it.
Chat.
Just sorry. This one. He says hype in the chat because the way Bitcoin looks, I'm sure. Because Bitcoin does look pretty good right now. Not this one. BNB's a joke. I don't really give a crap when it goes up or if it goes up, because Bitcoin and XRP would be going up more in percentage in performance than BNB. Great, dude. But yeah, I mean, really look at the buyer's trial. It's CZ, right? It's one guy. Look what he's doing. He's back testing to 1170 as support today. He's doing that on the daily. Look, there's the wick low. You can't even see it because the 200-day moving average is there, but it's happening. They're defending. They're spring back testing. They're trying anyway. He's trying. Cool. All right. Look at XRP. Because XRP, I don't care if it's down 1% today. Anything above 50, 51 cents to me is great. It's grand. It's viable to speculate. The trend, the context, everything is spectacular. If you didn't notice, Alex Cobb's on the thumbnail because the SEC that tried to appeal the lawsuit, it got denied. So it's over. I mean, like, it's completely over now. Gensler, that beta cut, can't do anything else to XRP now. So you can clearly tell some people out there have been speculating that this would resolve at some point. They've been accumulating because the higher lows represent accumulation. And you had your highest low with candle closes just on September 11th. Yes, that low was higher than the low you saw previously in July. And now again, yes, though there is 54.6 cents, it's there. It's been getting regarded as resistance for a while. September, March, June, even August, and now October. But you have a bullish engulfing candle, which is very, very much a signal candle. Okay, the engulfing, that's a let's go long candle. But there was also another signal candles, and it was the three white soldiers that never lost its validity, the validity of a 3 white soldiers. It becomes invalid when the price of the asset goes below the open of the first candle and stays below it. Whether it's the, you know, the body, whatever, the wick, just this is where you strategize your stop loss anyway. So you get it, because if you're going long on 3 white soldiers, okay, that's my reason for going long. It's a 3 white soldiers back above key levels. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that argument. You never got any confirmation. Look, a bearish engulfing and then a sell-off for a week or so before a new engulfing candle developed on the 28th of September, before you really started going and getting back above key levels. So trade setup is still active on XRP. And here's just some bonus SEC stuff. But look what's happening. I mean, you're above the key levels. You've engulfed. Today, there was a pullback, but it was only to formally backtest the 200-day simple moving average as support. Too much demand to even push the price to 51.6 cents. That is really good. I mean, there's just not much else that the next thing that happens is a massive 10-15% impulse candle breaking 54.6 cents. I mean, that's pretty much what's on deck. This thing's really going to go. It's time. So, I don't know. We can look at XRP to BTC. It's pretty meh. Not really like a no-brainer. Oh my God, of course. But it still remains the fact that you're making higher lows. Buyers have already defended levels of inflection. It seems like there might be so much demand right now that sellers can't even push it down there again. I don't even think it really cares, because Bitcoin could outperform XRP. Just it's going to probably outperform everything based on Bitcoin dominance's chart. So I'm just really not that worried about it. Look at the lows. Here's a higher low than that low. Here these lows are all higher than this low. And these lows are currently higher than these lows. I mean, that's pretty good. And this is all a major effing level that goes all the way back to 2013, 2016, candle close, 2017. It's there. So you get it? It's in order, the 4: Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, BNB. In terms of technical superiority. Okay. Those are your big 4. I mean, the other ones are just jokes, dude. Like, oh, let's go look at Rencoin. You want to go look at Rencoin? Said no one ever. Yeah, this looks so set up for higher prices, bro. If it goes up, who cares? You're gonna tell me you're gonna put your money in Rencoin or at ZRX or Algo or Sol or Tron. I mean, Tron's kind of different, you know, but KNC or EOS. You're gonna put your money in those over Bitcoin or XRP right now? You have no argument. You're delusional. I mean, do we even want to spend time looking at these jokes? EOS? Perhaps you've heard of it. DOT. I mean, like, this is what losers are. I don't care if it rallies here. Losers aren't making their lowest lows in years just a week ago. Is Bitcoin making its lowest low of the year of years last week? Nope. Is XRP making its lowest low of years last week? Nope. Most cryptos are. Most cryptos have made their lowest lows of the entire downtrend recently. And it's just like, doesn't matter what they do next. It only matters if you have unlimited money and you can put your money in everything. That's where it matters. It doesn't matter, I guess, right? Okay, or matters, whatever. Okay, Shiba just hopelessly gonna underperform. Even though it's at like this level, it's like there's no demand though. Like no one's buying it yet. Like you've had so long. Like this is where, oh, it should be time to go. And it very well will go if Bitcoin goes 28.8 and beyond. It's gonna go. It's gonna hold. It's gonna rally. It's just probably gonna underperform. You're at support for almost a month. Great. Now what? Good luck, dog coins, jokes, all of it. Let me show you a Bitcoin dominance that a lot of people just don't even care about. You should care. You should care about all of this. This all represents something. And it means 60% next, eventually. It could take 3 to 6 months, but yep. And you can kind of see it too, because like, I don't know, Bitcoin pulled back some. And then XRP pumped on the news yesterday, and the altcoins were getting destroyed. It's just weird dynamics, price action. Where, oh, they all moved together, not yesterday, not lately. They haven't. And I think like you can think about maybe with this whole SEC thing concluding, like money from those joke loser scam coins might start going back into XRP more now, since there's, again, resolution where there wasn't resolution. There was resolution, and then it was, I don't know, maybe. And that's what that 90-cent pump, you know, you went to 90 cents on XRP and then dumped because it was like, yep, judge throws out the lawsuit. And then like the day later, what happens? SEC appeals. And then the price completely dropped and you had this beautiful square up. It lost literally the entire pump, but has pivoted, making a higher low, getting back above supports. And it's like, nothing's changed. I mean, like all you have to do is take out the SEC appeal. Why are we not back at those? Why are we not back at 70 plus cents on XRP? It seems like, wait, just give it a second. Give it time, man. Because that's exactly where it's headed, above 54 cents, 76 plus cents, which is like 30+% upside on XRP. Okay. XRP going to change the world. Let's go to Ethereum to Bitcoin. Oops, wrong Ethereum. I don't update this one. Gentlemen, yeah, someone got something to say about Ethereum to Bitcoin. You want to go ahead and tell me again that it's going to be okay, that everything's fine, that Ethereum's just going to flip Bitcoin? You want to keep talking about it? I'm serious, man. Like yesterday, the price didn't move. You should have. It was time for you to say something. You're like some of y'all like the guy on the meme who's got the vein sticking out of his neck. When it's been 5 seconds and you haven't talked about Ethereum to Bitcoin flipping, ugh. We haven't talked about this thing reversing and going up. We're waiting. You know what's going to happen in 37 minutes? It's going to be the lowest daily candle close on Ethereum to Bitcoin since officially July 15th, 2022. Wyckoff distribution still here. All right. Proof of stake, proof of work. Cool. All right. I mean, are we going to look at some of these? I mean, what do you want? Right? Cardano. Yeah, buyers defended the joke of a support again, and let's check the performance. Who cares where it rallies to? If where it rallies to is lower than 37 cents, it's a loser and will remain a loser, and will retest 24 cents eventually after making that loser lower high. Another one, the lowest high of the entire downtrend. So I just don't know how you can get excited about cryptos outside of Bitcoin, XRP. Maybe Tron. I don't know. God, maybe Tron. Maker's kind of okay too, but it's like there's just the reward for more upside on Maker's kind of limited compared to like something like Bitcoin or XRP. And then the ones like Zcash that were like, hey man, we were going to do it. We were going to be kings, right? We were going to confirm a bottom below all supports, and then we were going to rally, and then we were going to break back above that key level, and then we were going to formally back test it as support today. Yeah, today. Like they're trying to do it today. Like if Bitcoin goes to 30K and beyond, I mean, like Zcash probably gonna get a nice ride. And this is a zone where price action is straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So if you want to manage your risk on a loser, Zcash is screaming, buy me. But make sure if you buy me, stop loss somewhere marginally below 26.34. That's it. You fall below that level, There's no reason owning it. The argument becomes extremely real for not owning Zcash ever below 2634. I just like, again, you can look at this and be like, time to strategize and manage our risk, but it's like you could just one could also just own Bitcoin or XRP and get your crypto fix for the season for Q4. That's right. I don't know about lopsided head, Joseph. I don't think the dude had a lopsided head in the meme, but definitely talking about, yeah, the other part, yes. Oh, Ethereum it's been 5 minutes since I talked about Ethereum flipping Bitcoin. Oh, looking at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. Oh. So real estate, things 20 dead. Jamie Vibe, we figure out what Michelin star. I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York next week. Gotta go check on some certain things down there on Wall Street. And it's my birthday week next week, so it's not next week per se. It's kind of like Tuesday after, but I'm celebrating my birthday next week because it just tandems with the New York Stock Exchange thing. So you get ready, man, and figure out a Michelin star restaurant to go to. All right, so let's go to the SPY. Remember, broke support. We were screwed, but it's like it's we got to get fall through, you know. And I saw someone in general chat was like, "Hey, man, that's a nice bullish harami." I mean, it technically is a nice potential bullish harami. Back above 422, still above the 200-day moving average, but you are still broken below the demand line of the uptrend that extends back to a year ago. Sure, Doobie, man. STK again? Figure it out. Let me know. Just DM me. And we'll do it. All right, misplaced. There you go. Some crazy stat about people in a room. It's like if you have like 20 people in the room, there's like a small chance you have the same birthday. Two people share the same birthdays. Then when you get in a room with like 100 people, there's like an 80+% chance you share a birthday with someone. I don't know. It's weird. I don't even know I brought that up. But what happened? Okay.
Let's plan launch.
What the heck, man? So delayed. Okay. All right. So that's your S&P. Still like, oh, it recovered. Still the gap fill area. Still in the inflection zone. Very critical areas here. Okay. It's the Dow Jones that just yesterday had its lowest price, its lowest daily candle close since late May. It recovered marginally today. Not a good candle. No like reversal inside or anything. I don't think the sell-off's done, but we'll see. Like, you are currently below a level that's pretty real. There's a lot of chop, a lot of peaks, a lot of valleys. And again, I'm not even really concerned with trying, hey man, let me try to figure out the best things for an index fund that holds so many different assets in it. It's like, it's not easy, man. I wouldn't be, you just look at them because you're late. We're looking at them, right? Like, you ain't got time to be looking at 1,000 different individual stocks. This is crazy as F, isn't it? Oh my God. Look at the channel here. Buyers are trying so hard to defend. And if they do, it would be wonderful for like AMD, right? That wedge, a falling wedge breakout today. I mean, it's almost like a dragon, like XAB. Hopefully this is the C and then the C to D wave. But yeah, I'm just saying, as the S&P is outside of its channel, the NASDAQ, the buyers have kept the price within. I mean, yesterday you broke with the candle close. It doesn't matter. It's like you got to have follow through. There was no follow through. So here you are, 13,236 above 13K and the demand line at the same time. So, this is what you consider oversold in an uptrend. The channel conceptualizes that trend. As you can see, it's up. All right, and it's beautiful touches, well respected when you anchor it this way. Okay. And IWM, that intraday broke serious levels, but the buyers came in like they do and defended it with a candle close. So it was up 0.05% today. After hours, it's down 0.16%. Great. This isn't really, to me, anything yet. It's going to be like, is it a bullish pin bar? Give me some follow-through tomorrow. Let's talk about it. But, man, you talk about danger zone. Here you are. It's real. I mean, below this level, you got the local, you got this. I mean, probably 162, but I think you're breaking 170. It's time to go make fresh lows of the entire downtrend. And you just got to think about it like, where are we? You're at the midpoint from a low to high. That is not normally where true bottoms are put in. They're normally put in at deeper retraces like the 786, 886. You didn't even really come close to a 618 yet. I mean, you think that's going to happen. 152, but really 144, that's a very real support. It makes sense after 3 failed attempts from buyers to rival or recapture previous highs. They had their chance. I think they're out of time. Or at least they're running out of time. Okay, so those are your index funds. Cool stuff, right? Here's orange juice futures. Highest daily candle close in human history. Once again, you will not stop the orange juice. 365.95 closed. Never closed like this in human history. Up 2.74%. Wow, dude. Just, it is a sight to behold. It's something to look at every day. Traders, stop marrying these altcoins. If you want to DCA, go to Into the Cryptoverse. If you're requesting a coin that other crypto traders never heard of, chances are you're the exit liquidity. Don't get wrecked. Show TA. So I'm trying to. Thank you so much, Shadow Mitch. Bet 1 and 2. Let me gotta put that on. Hold on. Thank you, dude. All right, give that a shot. See if that fixes things. Don't get wrecked. Don't get wrecked. Like shorting orange juice, natural gas. Wow, you know what happened? That's crazy. What happened yesterday? It's today, but it's yesterday. So at the highest intraday price on natural gas since January 25th. That's wild. No breakout though. They tested and failed to break and closed almost like a whacked out shooting star, but we'll see. Up there. And it's crazy because it's the exact opposite for oil that had a pretty nasty plunge. Oof. But still, figure like, yeah, you're probably near the end of the XAB or the ABCD, and there'll be a pullback. And it'll probably just end up being a higher low than what you saw in late August. That's it. So yeah, and that killed the energy stocks today. What's up, McChan? See if this works. It's waiting. I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, it works. All right, let me know if it sounds okay.
Link. Breaking out of long-term trend line from ATH and retested, triple bottom at 5.75.
That sound okay? Thank you, McChan. We'll look at link. We will look, dude. Just get through a few more of these commodities, and then we'll continue on. Here's your, hey, live cutoff futures finally broke down some, but still doesn't matter right now because number go up, higher lows, rally again later. Gold, you know, just had, right? Isn't it crazy? Like a few hours into the new day, but yesterday / today, your lowest daily candle close confirmed since March 8th. So the drawdown continued with a lower low on a close. So it's up 5% today. Doesn't really matter. It's pretty impressive though how this thing has ended up becoming the de facto high for now. Silver, I mean, holding $20 for how long? I mean, it could be a tweet. I mean, that is a potential tweezer bottom reversal, undeniable. But like, even if it does reverse here, it'll probably just be a lower high than the previous highs and roll over again later. It's metals, man, not a safe haven at all for your money. No, it's not. I mean, safe as in like, oh, it'll like be here and it'll lose some value, but it will be murdered with inflation. Right? If you held gold from 2011 to now, you are not in good shape. Because so much of the value of you holding has been inflated away. Because gold's the same price. It's actually, gold is now trading at a lower price than it was at the peak of 2011. All right, was there any good stuff besides orange juice? I mean, orange juice was not sugar recovered from yesterday's rout. But I don't know, man. I don't know if this is it or not. I'm going to go one high, the second high. Probably not. It's probably going to put in another high, like one low, two low, and then a third low and be like classic reaccumulation and just go again because it's a commodity and screw the US dollar. I mean, in terms of like, screw fiat in general because it's just a Ponzi. Yeah, and it's a, right? They just, our governments, like we've already talked about, our governments have betrayed us. They are just, they're breaking the law, spending all this money that they shouldn't be able to, and no one's doing anything about it. I mean, I guess they're trying to, right, with McCarthy getting ousted, and we'll see what happens with that, but I think it's all a joke anyway. It's all controlled. So anyway, I'm saying like sugar's probably going to be okay and continue higher because I don't think the spending's going to stop. I mean, didn't we add another $275 billion to our debt today? And then like 600 billion in the past like 3 days or something insane. That's not stopping. So why would commodities really stop in these uptrends?
Gartley's art, Mitch weaves a tale, sets charts apart. Bullish bats and bearish butterflies. In his charts, the market story lies.
Okay, Eric Cartman, thank you. Is there an Eric Cartman here? Thanks for the kind words, man. The rhymes. Okay. Yeah, so not really. We check on other commodities like coffee futures. Just bad, dude. Bad, bad, bad. Getting ready to be a harmonic dud, but it looks like it's about to dump. That's it, dude. Like 150. This is great for everyone who likes coffee, I guess, maybe. Not really, because just because any of these prices dump on paper on these charts does not mean you, the consumer, is paying less or you're gonna pay less. You will always pay more. Yep, so what I'm saying is, cool story, bro, on coffee futures, like formally back testing a key inflection point as resistance most recently, and looks like it's about to die, but, right? So much downside here. Good luck. The downtrend continues on coffee. I wouldn't trust anything bullish here, because only lower highs, only lower lows. That's it. Margins go over Starbucks, which it did have a good day today, but what about cotton, dude? Cotton making a comeback. Nah, this looks like almost like a good trade setup for a short. Now, of course, this could end up being like a low and then accumulations confirmed in the bottom end. And you could get routed on your idea here. You just think like, hey man, I'm seeing like, it's almost like the BNB trade setup.
Sat2B.
All right, GSAT. What'd you get on your GSAT scores, man? Thanks, Doobie. We'll look. All right, you just think about like, hey man, the buyers, you can tell with this local price action, exhaustion, stagnation, weak performance. They've tried, what a run, what a rally, but you can see the rally, it just started farting out here, and it's just like, it's easy to manage an entry and a stop loss, and the target would certainly be around $77, right? Look, flip the chart over. It's like, hey man, look, I mean, it's almost like an X, A, B, C, and you've just confirmed C's bottom, and you're going along on a dragon pattern, almost like that, you know? Something like that. Just risk management. That's where we are. It's almost like BVN or something, you know, like patrons, something like, okay, you get how, all right, I understand it's a failure to break a top of a range and it's easy to manage risk, to stop loss, you know, where easy to take profit. And nice start here, you know. All right, so that's your commodities. We can, I don't think I looked at total, no. Let's look at total for Jonathan. Jonathan Nation. Jonathan Nation, dude.
I like turtles.
Right, here it is. It's about the same chart as Bitcoin in a way, a little worse, but this has got all these losers, you know. It's not Bitcoin alone. It's being dragged down by a bunch of losers, but either way, just hanging in there below the 200-day moving average. Near the top of a range. It's good. I mean, it's like, hey, man, the sellers confirmed too much supply up here, so sell off once, then twice. But then it's like, oh, why is the sell-off not accelerating to the bottom of the range where there should be so much more demand? Because there's too much demand right now, it seems like, keeping the price propped up. Maybe twice. So that's not a bad thing. It's not bad till a $1 trillion gets broken. But it's just like I mean, I just don't know how like something doesn't give, man. Like they are the debt.
King in the castle. Have a chair. I have a chair.
Thank you so much. All right. I just don't know how like something like Bitcoin with a finite supply that is certainly being adopted as a real shield against what's happening in the world today. I just don't know how it doesn't go up with how much debt the United States is taking on every single day now. It's getting out of control, and I think there will be serious consequences, unforeseen consequences with this. But man, it's almost like the only thing that makes sense in this world right now is Bitcoin. The only thing. Everything else seems like such an effing scam. All right, let's check it out. A couple requests. Chainlink. So let's look at crypto first. All right.
Mister, is it time to be looking forward to a run? Don't want to get faked out.
Oh my
Still
God.
learning, love and appreciate all you do for people trying to make money in these crazy times.
Michael Scott, thank you so much for the jokes. Doobie, thank you, dude. And then Simo, thank you for the 20 super chat. MicroStrategy, yeah, we'll look at that. All right, well, let's just knock out this one first because it was it's up 4% today. I mean, they're trying. But hey, man, let's go long on a heart rate monitor. That's like what you do when you're saying let's go long on Chainlink. I mean, I think it's cool that a higher low came in. I think it's cool that buyers are defending 731. 731, yes, to the cent, to the real life cent, look left and see a swing low where a bottom got put in and then a massive rally occurred after. So it's just there, it's identified, right? And you can see historically, lately, how well it's been respected as resistance. You can see the touches, the price action there. So the buyers are trying to defend it. Okay. Someone out there, I bet you money, someone out there is like, dude, do you see it like this, man? Do you see it like this? I mean, maybe. Is it an inverse head and shoulders in a heart rate monitor? Man, it's there. Is momentum shifting? Could be. If it is real, then you don't fall back below 763 and you eventually run to 950. And you'd be seeing the top of the range for the first time since November of last year. So it's all about Bitcoin, right? Like if Bitcoin dumps, this thing's gonna just do its heart rate monitor thing like it's been doing since, my God, May of 2022, year and a half. But a Bitcoin runs, man. I mean, it'll rally. I don't know how long it'll take to get to 950, but yeah, probably eventually will meander on up there and make it. So if you care about any of these altcoins, you have to be a Bitcoin maximalist. You have to be, because your stupid loser S coin that you think so special can't do it on its own. It has to be brought up by Bitcoin. You have to ride Bitcoin's coattails, because there's no retail here. There's nothing. No one under the hood buying Chainlink. Someone's out there buying XRP though, for sure. Because you can tell higher lows for a long time now. This one just saw its lowest low in mid-June. So I like the higher low though. I like that there was so much demand that the sellers were unable to test that low again. That's a subtle sign of strength. I think that's okay. McChan, what is he saying though? He's saying breakout of long-term trend line from all-time high retested. This is true. I don't even know how you could do it. You have to maybe get log scale. I don't know how, I mean, is he talking about this from all-time high? That was all-time high, right? I don't think you've broken anything if you do it like that, even in log. Oh, you're trying to anchor it like that with the candle close? Yeah, you're trying to be like that maybe. Let's take it out of log. I don't know. I don't trust like cycle top reversals and then demand lines. I mean, like maybe, dude. I don't like you've like if you do it like that, you've already broken out, man. And this is what I'm saying, how you can't really trust Bulkowski bumps like that. They just flatline. Yeah, there's some hopium smoke. I wouldn't even worry about that, dude. You don't even need to worry about it. Just worry about, look at the weekly, 763. If you're a Chainlink moon boy and you really want to see higher prices, if the buyers can defend this 1730 to 1760 area long enough, you know, I think you'll catch some resolution. Again, you cannot just omit to look at 957, the top of the trading range. But then after that, maybe $11. I don't know. To me, I think there are better ones out there. I mean, I think XRP is and Bitcoin alone are the ones. They're kind of the ones. All right. So next one will be for Doobie wants to see GSAT. What about LSAT? Globalstar Incorporated. Ooh. Interesting. So it's been like a minute, I guess, on this one. Haven't been here in a while. Well, yeah, I mean, like, third time's a charm. They're definitely defending this level like crazy forever. I mean, my God, I've been defending it for over 2 years, and you're probably just asking, like, is this the third low? Like one low, the second low, maybe a third low, maybe. Hidden bullish divergence. You see, that's potentially a breakaway gap. So was that earnings? No, it wasn't even earnings. Some sort of news-driven catalyst here on the 29th of August. You got a gap up on extremely high volume. The highest volume spike you had seen since September last year at a peak, right? So I understand how you might think that. I think there is accumulation going on here. And I think like levels are being back tested and holding as support. But you are kind of far off inflection points to be able to strategize your risk appropriately, right? Like the closer you are to $1, the closer you are to the easiest level, right? Where it's like such a no-brainer to, where do I set my entry? Where do I set my stop loss? It's like, how do you set your stop loss here? I mean, if you're gonna do it at this point, you just have to like be real tight, 121. I mean, below that, because you're like, you gotta have a reason why you're going long, and a lot of times, like the reason can be, oh, well, I like the asset for a while, but this was the signal. This was the reason why, right? Like Amazon, inverse head and shouldering, and then like breaking or like piercing line back above a key inflection point. That's the signal. If you got follow through, you got some follow through. All right. Time to long. Here, do you really have, I don't know if you have a signal candle, but you might try to say, all right, well, I believe this is the pivot point. This is the last high or low. This is the low that's been put in, and we're going to go. So, I mean, I guess you'd have to do it like that, but it's okay. I mean, I definitely see higher lows for sure. But it's like Chainlink in terms of performance, right? And from 105, oh, wow, you're in a good shape then. My God, you got in before the gap fill, or the gap up. So I think you're good here, because it's like, look, it's implied a continuation on the MACD histogram. The low, then the higher low, above the 200. Yeah, it's kind of like if implied continuation up. But we'll see. It's just tough, man. And these macro conditions, liquidity's drying up. I think today, like days like today are like buyer induction moments. Let's see, MSTR for CMO. Got 9 minutes to daily close. Bitcoin is hanging in there, man. MicroStrategy. Well, here's the thing. We had an inverse head and shoulders, or I'm sorry, a double bottom that broke out and just reversed, right? I think it was. Okay, so pullback happening, but not breaking previous discernible lows from June yet. Still above the 200-day moving average. I would feel a lot more comfortable on this asset if we can get back above $367, because that's a big level. That might be the biggest level. I got way back. All right. Yeah, look how important this is. You get like, if you're above this level and it's a real breakout, not a Rudy Poo joke like we recently saw, I mean, the upside is $500, $600 plus dollars. You're just not trading above this level right now. So that's, again, 340 to 367. That's the level to watch, because you haven't made a higher high. Like, here's your high from March 2022. You still ended up making like an 886. And so reversal's happening at the 886 here, but it's not too bad yet. And yeah, there's like some serious bullish divergence maybe going on the MACD. And you know what's going to happen to this asset if Bitcoin goes to 28.8 to 30K to 31K plus. This will be an easy rally back above 367. And I think you'll see the highest highs you've seen since April of 2022. So you could try to look at it maybe, and I don't think you have quite enough for action yet, but like maybe XA and then B and then C here. C can conclude with some price action. You might be working on just like, you know, a typical dragon pattern. It's the dragon that, you know, it's failed breakout. I don't like the failed breakout was a formal bearish back test of a key level as resistance before rolling over again. So again, it's like, if you care about altcoins, if you care about crypto miners on the stock market, you have to be a Bitcoin maximalist, because there's no way your loser joke of a freaking miner is going to go any higher without Bitcoin. So the good news is the one asset that dictates the price action of all these loser joke coins and stocks looks pretty good. Looks pretty good for upsides, confirmed bottom, higher lows. So this could very well play out in favor of buyers, because Bitcoin looks okay technically. And fundamentally, you just think how ludicrous this world has become. It is absurd. The spending is out of control. It's not stopping. They are robbing the coffers. They are destroying civilization and society. So they can, if you do that, it destabilizes countries, the economies, right? Everything, right? So why would they not do it? If you want to usher in one world government that is completely communist, where people don't own anything, this is what you do. They're doing a great job, a wonderful job. And no one's stopping them, because they own everyone. They own everything. Even the Speaker of the House, McCarthy, was owned by these same shadow entities. So pray for Bitcoin, because the divergence will play out, you know, if Bitcoin rallies like it looks like it's trying to. So now it's to a point. I mean, there was someone in Congress that was raging out about it, and it's like, I feel him. Like, I feel exactly the way that guy was screaming about it. Okay, that was a last request, so we can just look at some stocks today. I do want to look at AMD because AMD is incredible looking. Let me look at this. The wedge has been there, adjusted. Support and the 200 were tested and they held and a rally. And look at this. You have the breakout today, right? A supply line that goes back to June. And it's been broken, man. Breakout. But no follow through yet. So it could just be a joke. But so far, this is all right. Right there. So good. So upside, I mean, if it's real, 120, of course, would be your target. It's just you don't know if it's real or not because follow through price
Nick,
action.
Dude, I gotta admit, even for someone like me, who's obviously the coolest, you're, you know, kinda amazing at what you do. I mean, not everyone can make those charts dance like you do. Don't let it get to your head. But yeah, you're pretty awesome. Can we have Tanja TTS for request, please?
I guess, yeah, Eric Cartman. Thanks for the really kind words, but I am the worst person at taking like compliments, whether even it comes from Eric Cartman or not. So thank you, dude. I don't know, man. I think anyone actually can do it if they invest in themselves long enough. They can do it. So it just depends how bad you want it. It just depends how much, if you are doing this stuff, you're trying to learn about it. If your passion comes out, it's really easy to continue. But that's with anything, though. If you don't have a passion for it, then you're not going to end up being really good at it. Or even, okay, I'm not even saying I'm good at this. I'm just saying, like, I like this stuff and do it. And enough people were like, hey, man, what do you mean? And it's like, okay, well, if you really want to care or you want to know about my opinion on it, I'll just tell you from what I've learned. And that's it. It doesn't go into like, oh, I'm so experienced and so cool and amazing and I'm so rich and all these things. Just, nah, it wasn't like that. Just, I love charts. And frankly, I had no one to talk to about this stuff because trading is a very lonely game. It just is. It's all work from home and whatever. All right, Tesla killed it today. I mean, this could be that high or low double bottom we were talking about near the demand line. And if it is, my God, you're going over 300 for sure. I mean, right? Maybe X, A, B, and then C here. Wow. I mean, so much bullish convergence. And it looks like a spring coiled up for upsides. Tesla, yeah. But hasn't made a higher high than the 2022 highs, so still got that going. Does look pretty good, though. Yeah, I mean, just, you had recoveries on these beaten down sectors. They've been just destroyed. I mean, look, 1244, American Airlines, buyers defended it. Cool. Yeah, some divergence there, but how well is it going to play out? I really don't know. It's not going to probably do much with these increased gas prices. Now, CCL, right? Cruise lines. I mean, is that anything to give you any sort of hope? I wouldn't even give a crap. I mean, like, these are just, you can't even tell it's up 2.75% today. It's like hard to tell. So nothing's really changed from yesterday to today, besides AMD breaking its wedge. But look at PayPal, it's up 2% today. This doesn't really give me much solace. Though, yes, you see a low, then a pathetically slightly lower low, and then the same low.
Trading is an introvert's dream job. We are going to want to hunker down when the banks all fail anyways.
What's up, inside trader? Thank you, dude. Be careful. Here, Gensler watches his stream, so thanks, man. Gas prices are crashing. Well, not natural gas. Remember we just talked about earlier, it hit its highest high in a long time today or yesterday. I don't know, man. This looks like something that might short-term reverse with price action. The selling so weak, but there's no support here. Yeah, there's like nothing here really. You want to consider that a support by all means. Have fun. There could be short-term relief for PayPal, but I wouldn't trust it right now. This trend is so well established. But yeah, okay. like Google, the hidden bullish divergence, still there, right? 886, last target of the trade setup, still viable. A gap filled a couple days ago. But this one, this is what you talk about. Like, I painted the wedge because it's there. I painted the bearish divergence, but it's like, look, you don't know though, because the performance could be terrible, and it's not performing. The bearish stuff is not performing. Only bullish stuff's coming in after all the bearish stuff. The most recent event is hidden bullish divergence, and it's playing out, continuing upward. So let's go Google. Wow. We look at Apple too. Let's look at the bigger stocks. Why not? Apple, right? I mean, you think, hey man, it's bullish divergence. Today you had your first level of positive momentum since September 11th, but you're just kind of in no man's land. You're not at supports. Could certainly be some sort of lower low double bottom where a rally occurs here and you end up with some sort of wave structure, but there's just no way to strategize anything on Apple right now. Look at this. What is that? These three candles. Is that an H? Does it say H? I've never seen a Japanese candlestick paint a letter. The letter H. For help. I don't know. Help me. Weird. They're painting letters on charts now. Here's Microsoft that, like, look, you know how big of a deal 315 was? Guess what? It broke down yesterday. Doesn't matter. There was no follow through. So guess what? Back above all levels of support. And it could very well become a dragon up here, right? Where you have a supply line, the B point, and now you have 2 feet, 1 foot, the second foot. And a rally could occur where we end up getting to 350, 360, deep retrace again. So you can't say that the tech stocks are in trouble. They're not yet. I mean, like they've drawn down, but buyers are defending. At least here on Microsoft. Google's performance is doing well. I mean, look, you could definitely say there's like bullish divergence on Microsoft. A low on price, then a slightly lower price, and lower levels of negative momentum. That's divergence. So you kind of have an edge in an uptrend. I'm not going to be that surprised at all if it plays out and we rally, but I'll be monitoring it and I'll let you know. Google, Microsoft, Amazon. Not much here. No edge. Still above 123. That's about it, man. This was the second target of a trade setup, so I'm not here to be like, after the second target of a trade setup gets hit and then you draw down or people take profit, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, this looks like it's going up again. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's what short term is going to happen to this crap. Like, the area to only give a crap to manage your risk appropriately was right here. It was back in May. Piercing line, back above a key inflection point, undeniably. It's a little follow through. That's it. That's where one takes the bet. They set their stop loss up and they let it run to their targets. If it hits it, great. If not, okay. Just saying that's the area to really care. Up here, I don't really give a crap what happens. I'm not really that concerned about it. I don't really think you have much of an edge at all. NVIDIA made its highest low ever. Let's see how, bearish engulfing yesterday, but recovered today. You gotta wonder, will it rival the previous, that peak from July 18th? We get ourselves a mega head and shoulders. Because right now, it's just good luck. Inverse catching a knife, catching a green knife. And that's what you're trying to do here. It's just too strong. I just can't see anyone trying to be like, it's over for NVIDIA when just like it's over for Bitcoin. It's like, how can you say it's over for Bitcoin or NVIDIA when so NVIDIA is like its highest high in human history. And then it sells off and makes its highest low in human history. Those are the two most recent discernible events on NVIDIA. How can you say it's over? Until you really start rolling over and testing the level again after making a lower high. That's when you can start saying it's looking a little sketchy. Like HCA was looking sketchy. It looked okay with two lows back testing an all-time high, and then it rallied, and the rally was a loser, pathetic joke, and it set up a head and shoulders, and it's like no longer looking good, and then now it's collapsed. It's been collapsing. So Veriza does. No, we can look at Maker, sure. So we're just looking at a few of them. These bigger stocks. These stocks I've been looking at. These are like the only reason why the index funds aren't like crashing. They're not. The only reason the S&P doesn't look like the IWM is because of a handful of stocks. And we just looked at most of them. So yeah, I mean most of the markets like pin gaming. Hey dude, we're in the entertainment, leisure, gambling sector, and we're at our lowest daily candle close since May of 2020. Multi-year lows on pin entertainment today. All right, Halliburton, looking at the bad stuff. Well, I mean, you can't say it wasn't a resistance. Potential reversal area
Can we
because
look
it's
at
begun to
Maker?
reverse.
If you already looked at it, look at comp.
Yeah, dude, thank you. We'll look. All right, Hal, was that a resistance? And could reverse there, and it's begun to reverse. What about Hess? Was that a resistance? It was showing the right angled ascending broadening formation or head and shoulders. We're talking about this just days before the breakdown. And here we are. Lowest daily candle close on Hess since July 21st, testing the 200-day moving average for the first time since July 20th. And that's it. But only after making all-time highs. What a channel, man. How long is it going to hold? I mean, look at this. You know, ConocoPhillips. It was someone requested this a few days ago, and it's like, well, dude, look, you couldn't break a resistance. You upthrusted, and then you formally back tested the upthrust. And that's the most recent discernible event. And look at the price side. Very nice. With all the bearish divergence being there. It's just like, sometimes it's that simple. Sometimes not. I mean, like sometimes, you know, like, oh, Google rising wedge, bearish divergence, and it underperforms. But like, and then some situations, the TA plays out brilliantly where it's like, this is screaming at the top of the lungs of the market that reversal next. And the reversal has been happening. So very nice to see that. That's TA respect. Marathon. You know, we were talking about this one. I mean, hey, dude, so it's at the top of a channel. Like, so it's overbought in an uptrend and there's extreme buyer exhaustion at this top. I mean, you think it makes all the sense in the world for a drawdown, and it kind of has been going on, though it's not as crazy as you think. Oversold would be like 125. That's beautiful, though. If you're a viewer of the stream, you know, we look at this. It's cool to see these play out. All right, let's look at the other one. All right, we have a new day. Sorry, I'm a little late. Local on the lates. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Look at it, then we'll look at that request. Yep. Bitcoin engulfed. It covered the previous candle, but still below the 200-day moving average. I don't know. You look at this, and it's not in bad shape. It's only in good shape. It's only higher highs, higher lows, or same lows. And as how many percentage points off its 52-week highs? It's about 14% off its highs, but just wait for it, man. It's okay for now. Until you break 24/7, all is well on Bitcoin. XRP, that's an incredible day. I mean, I know it was a pullback day after the engulfing, but this just is a 200-day moving average being regarded as support when it was just days ago being regarded as resistance, 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 resistance. And then as it took the SEC getting wrecked to break that 200, and now you're back testing it. I love that. So good. So again, man, above this 54.6 cent level, how much upside? Oh yeah, 40% upside on XRP above 54.6 cents, because you better have your alert set up too, because if you don't, you'll be missing out on a crazy, crazy move, most likely. Someone's out there, dude, and they've been accumulating since the beginning of the year. And this move right here was just a Rudy Poo fake out. The trend's still intact. If you erase that crap, look at it. I mean, that's all it is it's like an ascending triangle, right? Like you got a sell wall at 54.6 cents sell wall and only higher lows. That's really what's going on if you take out the noise. Ethereum, not really concerned about it. BNB also, just don't like. I don't know how you look at this, and I don't know how you can get excited. I mean, it's like either BNB's gonna crash, and all the altcoins are gonna go with BNB, or Bitcoin's gonna rally to 30K, and all these joke coins are gonna be propped up, and it's gonna be the saving grace for BNB, because below 211.70 is death. I don't care what you say. This is one man propping up his joke token because he's consolidated as like the, de facto crypto exchange, the S-Coin Beanie Baby trading exchange for years. So he's got the means and ability to do it. He's on borrowed time, and I think he's praying for Bitcoin too. And like, hey, Bitcoin rallies, then it's like, BNB will probably rally, and maybe if we were lucky, see the top of the downtrend, right? 236. That's probably max upside. All right, let's go to Maker, the request. Yeah, still just really elevated. There is, no, like, for a trader, I think 1744 is still the target. It's been anything above 1194 equals 1744. You're just still on the way to that, and you haven't seen it yet. And was it 1380? This old peak from 2022 is being regarded as support past couple days, and that's it. That was the only time. So I look at this and it's like, look, man, if I can't strategize an entry and a stop loss and equitable take profits, and there's no like discernible patterns, and there's things you look for to have that edge, there's not much I can do but look at it, do what I'm doing now, and say, hey man, there are some levels, 1194, 1380, 1744. Yeah, you have limited upside. And it's $1744 to $2,000. You're already almost there. So it's like, what is there to do? Like, I don't know. I think Kramer said that the stock market has bottomed like it did last year. So I don't believe that. Yeah, it's just like the big tech might keep the index funds propped up, but dude, under the hood, the pain and devastation that's been going on and will continue. You got multi-year lows on so many, I think it's like hundreds of assets on the stock market every day. And it's just like, you can't tell if you look at the index funds because of the weight of the bigger stocks. Real quick, Echo Leaf, thank you so much for renewing. Well, you're an annual member, but you joined the Citadel for the first time, so you might be switching from Patreon to Citadel, which is understandable. Thank you, dude. NBF, thank you for the 8 months. And Horda, Crypto Horda, man, thank you for the 8 months too, man. Thank y'all. It's the 4th of the month, so it's the 4th best day to join the Patreon, where you get education, trade setups, my charts every day. But above all, you are supporting a 100% crowdsourced stream and community, and that's been the way for almost 6 years now. So,
long-time watcher of 2 years, first-time super chatter.
Dang.
Hey, can you check out Used Plunge Weekly? Following a cipher PRZ at 3.95, slight overspill of the 1.414 on C, and price hovering above the 382 retrace.
What's up, Arfizzle? Thanks for the years of watching and super chatting for first time. Thank you, dude. It's a super sticker, right? It just says super, first super. Okay, I guess they're just saying it could be a super sticker, it could be a super chat. Yeah, we'll look at United States dollar to the, what is the PLN? Which currency is that? Well, look, so I don't know if you try to make a channel here. I don't even know if you can. How would we do it? How would we set it up? Just trying. I don't know if you would take action on anything. It's like maybe this is the trend you're in for now. You're uptrending. Something like that. Demand lines around 1284. So I'm saying like I can't do anything. All I can do is like, just draw lines. I can't be like, oh, it's time to take action. All right, let's look at that. Oh, Polish zloty. All right. On the weekly. Okay. I don't know where's going to be most data. Okay. Is the right pair? Right chart. Seems like I've been here before. You said weekly, so weekly. Wow, dude. Well, this is US dollar to the Polish zloty, so it's like, you know, this is the Polish currency to the US dollar, so it's getting wrecked, and it's in this secular downtrend. So all it does is go lower. Look, test 200-week moving average, just rolls over again. So that's kind of what's happening. It's like,
hey Mitch, can we look at dollar coin, please?
What's up, Ollie? Yeah, of course. Thank you, man, for the 24.35. Of course, man. Coinbase, yeah. I get it, man. We will look. So you see clearly, and it's like something like, hey, I want to take my Polish money and put it in US dollar money because, you know, this look. What does history tell us? All that happens is it make higher highs, higher lows, and anything above 382 to 391 is extremely bullish. It's like amazing. Like that. I mean, that's almost unbelievable how that level, the top of the Zen, was tested. And now you're V-shaping. Yeah, so I would think, like, and we can look at this like it's a channel too. I mean, all kinds of what, probably maybe not that low, but maybe this makes more sense. Dang, man. Just, you know, excluding these two. You keep everything within. It's pretty freaking well regarded. Right, like 1 and 2 and 3 here. And then you get all these touches. All the touches. All the touches, man. So you hit the halfway mark, the heart line. So if you're going to test the top of the channel again, you're looking at 5. That's it, 5. But if history repeats itself, it's just going to be at the highest high ever. So that's where you are, a pretty good spot, or terrible. If you're Polish and you trade, everything you transact in is Polish zlotys, you're about to lose more of your purchasing power based on this chart anyway. So if you look at it like this, I'd never want to own anything like this. Hey, you get paid in zlotys or whatever, however you say it, just convert it to US dollars, man. It's like this for all fiat currencies. Like, though, yes, the US dollar is a joke. Guess what? It's more of a joke. Every other fiat that's not the US dollar. They're even bigger jokes. Yep. All right, what was that? Coin. Oh, yeah, of course. Coin that was okay, and then oh god, and then oh no, and is it Wyckoff accumulation, or is this an inverse head and shoulders? It's maybe we're dealing with a backup here, but I'm telling you, dude, like below 83.24, that's a range, right? Like clearly a range. It's been tested so many times, and unfortunately was retested as resistance for rolling over. And you wonder, will this divergence, like where a sell-off, like, a low, then a slightly lower low has occurred, and it looks like the sellers are exhausted. In reality, the thing about this chart is like all that has to happen is a higher low gets put in than the June lows, and it'll be like a more accumulation. You put in higher lows up here, it's like one low, then the second low, then maybe the third low, and it's just classic accumulation. But it seemed like you were Wyckoff accumulation. You were good. This is the backup, the ongoing backup. It's still going on. So there you go. I mean, there's a supply line there. Big one goes to 28K, 30K, then you know coin's going back up to $83. $83 is the big breakout level again. So you got a chance. Divergence developing. You're still above the 200 moving average, and you certainly haven't made a lower low. Like local lower lows are okay, but like the major ones, you don't want to be breaking those. So dang, what's up, Pedro, man? Look at Pedro. He's like doing, it's a themed contribution from our Fizzle. Hello? Will it play? There it is.
Hi Mitch, also been watching for 2 years and first time super chatting. Thanks for staying with us through the bear market. Can we look at USD CLP, Chilean peso, on 3-month candles? Hidden bullish divergence confirmed. Looks really bad for us Chileans.
Pedro, thank you so much for the 2762 super chat, your first one ever, and thank you for watching for all these years. Please continue to watch. I mean, I think you're contributing massive amounts to this channel and community, but just by watching. So thank you for that, and it's just crazy icing on the top, contributing monetarily. So thank you, dude. Well, look, it doesn't sound very good what you just said, right? 3-month candles. You want to look at the quarterly candle, hidden divergence. Based on the way the DXY looks, I think every single fiat currency looks terrible except maybe Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin's not fiat, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so I mean, all is well until $46 breaks. I know it sucks, but wherever the pivot occurs, you just got to keep monitoring it at this point. Because it could be soon, because the daily bullish divergence. All right, that's coin. Thank you, dudes. We'll just move it to US dollar to the Chilean peso. I just think we should be looking at the other one. Look at the CLP to the USD. Yeah, this is very bad. I mean, my God, this is terrible. Yeah, how about rip the Chilean peso? Because, yeah, it's... Bro, that's like insane. Look, this is a weekly chart. What an uptrend. Like ungodly uptrend. Just going back to history and looking at some old levels. You know, it clearly was a level, 714, 762, but there's so much demand on the asset now that the sellers are unable to even go for the formal back test of the 2002 peak, right? There's too much demand. Not once, but twice. Too much demand, Larry, and now running, and he wanted to look at the 3-month. It's bad. I don't think there's any edge or anything. It's just, I don't think this is gonna end, man. It's almost like there it is, you know. Same story on the 3-month. You're above 762, and it's almost like a back test. Forget about it. Going way higher. By the looks of it. Like, in what world is the Chilean peso going to start outperforming the US dollar when it never has, really, ever? Yeah, this is incredible. The monthly, that would be bullish convergence. There's so much demand. It's like you can't even make a higher high on the higher, or like a lower level, or a higher level negative momentum on the higher low. You can't even do it. So it's like it's just converging, which is business as usual. Yeah, I would think like in the coming months, all-time highs. Like you'll be headed back up to 1,000 again. Based on this, this is a beautiful uptrend, and this is what you want to see on anything. Like if you want to go long on something, you look for assets that look like this. And then you look for these pullbacks, and then you go to the daily and you look for those discernible, recognizable, researched patterns that represent reversals, right? In momentum or reaccumulation. That's the trend you're looking for. So people request assets that are like, they only do this, you know, they're only losers, like they're looking for reversals. It's like, these are just not assets you ever should care about looking for bullish reversals. Because the chances, I mean, you're going to try to be Nostradamus and find the absolute bottom on an asset that longer than you've been alive has been in a downtrend. Nah, you wouldn't do that. Make it easy. Make it real easy on yourself. Bullish patterns and bullish trends. Okay. Yeah. That in this month that is just open. So it's like, you know, got another 26 days to look like, but it could be the first level of positive momentum since December of last year. So first level of positive momentum on the year for the US dollar to the Chilean peso. Every time I say Chilean, I think about sea bass, and it just makes me be like, I'm hungry. Should ask Crypto Horde if I should get Chilean sea bass tonight, you know? Yeah, dude, I don't know. Monthly on Bitcoin, crazy, isn't it? Almost went up and tested 28.8. Good start, but let's finish strong. Man, remember the weekly bullish engulfing candle Bitcoin had, just up against the 200-week simple moving average. This is if you close the week like this in 4 days, what are you worried about, man? What are you worried about? There's no problem after an engulfing candle to do a candle like that. It's like we wait for the next candle to completely engulf this one with a major breakout. You cannot be worried about Bitcoin until the price starts falling below 25K 24/7. Hidden bullish divergence still in development on Bitcoin on the weekly. Do not be afeared. All right, just make sure we're on the same page looking at these. Like, I don't think the pain's over for the equities market that we've been seeing. I think today was a Rudy Poo day that would get Rudy Poo retail induced to buy. Like, I just like, what about today? Besides the oil dump, like, and the oil stocks dumping was pretty telling, because you know what's going on with the XLE. It's been here. It's like there were a couple schools of thought, but it's like, bro, in the end, you have a completed 886 Gartley at a 2008 resistance with bearish divergence. Limited upside if it breaks. Still in the rising wedge. Where this could still be cycle top reversal stuff. This is one of the biggest rising wedges. Oh yeah, emphasis on the rising wedge that exists on any market right now. So one does not simply ignore this. You know, 200-day moving average was tested since the first time since August 8th. All right. Let us see, because I think you finally got, that's your reaction. You might go for a type 2. That's a 50% retrace right there from the low to the high of the harmonic, 50%. So if you do rally, look for a type 2. Don't get cocky if we head back to $91, $93, because it could end up becoming like type 1 and then type 2. And then that would be the most legendary short trade setup in the world. And then this, and then finally recession, yay! Don't worry about it yet, man. Bitcoin to Chilean fiat fiasco. Wow, say that multiple times. Chilean fiat fiasco. Chilean Bitcoin to Chilean fiat fiasco. See, fiasco. My God. All right, I'm gonna stop. Well, yeah, 9 of the 11 sectors in the S&P were up today, but great, dude. That happens. Oh, you want to see Bitcoin to the Chilean peso? That's what you're saying? Do it right. No. What was it? CLP? Yeah. Here's Bitcoin to the Chilean peso. moderately better performance. Oh yeah. I mean, like, if you are Chilean, you certainly would want to own Bitcoin over the Chilean peso. Look what is happening on this chart. So incredible. It's almost like you have confirmed what 66 to 70 billion is support now. You're in an uptrend and you're defending, the buyers are defending the zone, where a Bitcoin to the US dollar is currently trading below this major inflection zone. If you look at the Chilean peso, it's above it. So dang, man. And above the 200 moving average, very nice. This is great here. Wow. I mean, 66 billion, you cut your losses, you're out, but different. No, we, Greg P, are not headed for cardboard houses and debugs. No, I mean, like, this is a refuge from that, because we don't degen. You become homeless and get in cardboard boxes and eat bugs by, thinking it's cool and it's cute to, like, I don't know, be influenced by, like, Wall Street bets,
what's your
bunch of
overall
commies
outlook on the next few
who no
years?
one cares.
Are we all headed for
Degens.
cardboard houses and debugs? Thanks.
No, not here. It's funny, we'll joke about it and stuff, but no, not us. But yeah, most normies that are not part of our community, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be the worst. It's going to be 1930. I think we're in the 1930s right now. Like, our own version of the 1930s, where, like, they'll look back in 100 years and it'll be like, everything's black and white right now and weird, and, the whole, like, like, hey, there's lobotomy back then. Well, there's, like, surgically removing people's children, that stuff going on now. So yeah, we'll look back on this moment in history and it'll be black and white and it'll be gross and disgusting. So that is if the people who are currently occupying our governments around the West, people that are free, if these people continue to consolidate their power, actually, we will not look back on this moment as a terrible time in our history. It will be rewritten as something that was good. So you better pay attention, understand that the victors are the ones that write the book. And those people, the occupiers, the communists, Klaus Schwab, Soros, they're winning. They're whooping our right now. All right, so good luck to Bitcoin, Chilean peso. It's pretty freaking good right here. And I think Bitcoin is the answer. It's just like the only thing that makes sense. Math. It's like, math. Everyone's lying to us and scheming and all this. It's like Bitcoin's just math. It's code.
Can we please look? Thanks for all that you do.
What's up, Cash Up, man? Cash in, cash out. Look at Sol. Yeah, Sol that had been, anything above 18 is okay. I mean, technically it's safe. And buyers defended it. And look, the divergence played out. So it's good to see, like, whoa, TA was respected. We've been seeing divergence on some certain assets. Just like it develops and just, and nothing. No bids. But here it's okay. And it's either 18.19 or 25.26, right? That's it. I mean, you have 21.15 over here not really being regarded as a support resistance at all ever, besides that one time. That's why I plotted it. So it's kind of like you would look at it maybe like a range between $18 and 26.66. Impossible to manage your risk here. So, like, if you requested it because you wanted a trade setup, I can't give it to you. I can't even, there's not even a chance, right? Because it sprung back above a zone of inflection and then back tested it formally and caught some bids. And it's been rallying for days now, and it's near the top of the range. So it's not much I can do besides say that, okay, it's holding old levels as support, hasn't put in, these lows here, all these lows are higher than this low. So somebody put their foot down and bought a massive amount, and they have not offloaded it completely yet at all. They still own it. So just like Ethereum, you know, like, well, this was December of 2022. So, I mean, Ethereum bottomed out in June of 2022. So where Ethereum bottomed out, Sol did not bottom out. So you're okay. Everything's safe above 19 bucks for more upside. I mean, and then your upside could be limited to $26 and change, because right there. And if you break that, then you got a target of 37, 36 pretty easily. So oh, no, it's not similar at all to the Turkish lira. No, I think like every day Bitcoin makes all-time highs paired to the lira. No, the Chilean peso is a pretty tame currency pair to Bitcoin. It's good. It's like better than US dollar, technically. But there are ones that are just substantially worse. And, you know, those people, their country has collapsed based on governments that have created these issues, and now they're flooding into the United States, and they are replacing workers. They are the great replacement is going on right now. It's not a race thing. It is a citizen thing. They are the governments either listen to the constituents, to the people that voted them in, or they replace them. And currently they are replacing us. So I don't give a crap what you call it, if you want to call it a conspiracy theory or not. That conspiracy theory is a word literally made up by the CIA to do this, to create this thing. So anything you say that's an actual conspiracy, that's real life conspiracy, oh, it's a theory, you're crazy, you're on the fringes, you're a lunatic. It's like gaslighting, massive gaslighting by our own intel agencies. Jonathan, no way, man. If they put Trump in, it will be the most hilarious thing ever. Like, oh my, please. He said he might do it too. That would be the funniest thing ever. It would just, well, how could we trigger these people? That'd be it. All right, so I'm just starting to get really hungry here. It just happens around this time it's 8:37 my time. My God. All right, so thank y'all for coming out. And thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't, where it's free to join. You're just connected to our community, and the conversation here continues in the Discord when this live stream inevitably ends. So I will see y'all over there. And until next time, respect the TA. It's got corny bit.